Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Claire, and here is her story. Hi, Ollie. My name is Claire. I love watching your videos and find them extremely helpful. I was wondering if you may be able to post a video in relation to my current situation. I've donated some funds to your PayPal account. Unfortunately, it's Australian to dollars to US, so the conversion rate isn't great. But I've donated what I can currently afford. I apologize in advance for the novel, but here it goes. I work in the automotive industry, and I feel my female manager is a narcissist. When I first started, she was extremely friendly and helpful, and I felt so welcome. My colleague, Catherine, also worked for the manager, did not seem to like me, and I was not sure why. Now, 16 months later, I'm friends with Catherine. We have both realized our manager was lying to us about what the other one said and was playing us against one another. Yeah, this is typical. This is typical. This is typical. It's because your manager has no confidence in her own job, so she wants to cause as much chaos with her underlings as possible. Somewhere along the lines, I became the scapegoat, and I believe that's where I started implementing boundaries and not stroking her ego, because I found out what kind of person she was at her core. She became extremely passive-aggressive and outright aggressive towards me since I turned down a promotion to do Catherine's job. She's going on maternity leave. I turned it down because I don't get a pay raise, and I would be sitting right next to my manager doing all her work. My manager does very little and sits on her phone all day shopping for online clothing and personal calls, etc. Yep, of course, they find their lackey. They find their lackey. Now remember, this woman deserves to make as much as a man. Now remember this. She deserves, who's getting other women to do her work for her and playing them off, she deserves to make as much as a man. And you can't question it, otherwise you're sexist. She micromanages me, stifles my contribution, tries to tell me who I can and cannot talk to, and focuses on fault finding in my job, to name a few of her behaviors. She does everything she can to make my time at work uncomfortable. One incident where when she convinced me to go out for a night with her and a few male colleagues. I wasn't too keen but agreed because I was new and wanted her to like me. She said at the start of the night, if anyone has an issue, you cannot report it to HR because this is not a work function. In hindsight, I realized she knew what these male colleagues were like and was trying to protect them because she was friends with them. I thought this was weird, but didn't say anything. Later on in the night, one of the male colleagues put his hands down my pants. I immediately told him to stop, and when my manager told my manager immediately after she said, "You got whatever you got, I got too." This is her boss telling her you can't even report this to anybody at work. Remember. You want more of these people. You want more of this in the workplace. This is what you need. This isn't the problem in the workplace. You need more. You need more women like this. I felt frustrated and went home. I went into work the next day and tried to discuss the issue with her while she had a clear head. When I brought it up again, she said, if he's willing to try it on you, he's willing to try it on anybody. I felt so disheartened and bad about myself, I didn't report it to anyone else. This is the type of woman you want. This is the type of woman you want in charge in a business. This is what you want, right? Because women hate women, and women want to see other women get destroyed, women they're jealous of, women they feel inferior of. This is what goes on. This is what goes on. This is what I dealt with working in a corporation, is women trying to destroy each other. Women trying to get other women to do their jobs for them, the whole time causing chaos until the whole thing finally comes to a head, boils over, and then the executives got to get involved. Ultimately, her behavior has become so extreme that I have compiled a list of her abuse and sent it off to HR. HR say they're going to talk to her, but I feel like this may make her behavior far worse, and it might. And it might, because you can't challenge a woman like this. They don't get it. They don't get it. And most of the time, the HR departments are afraid of women like this. It's easier to deal with you than to deal with the problem. That's corporate HR. She knows it would be me to complain about her because she has been abusing me so badly. No, she doesn't. Not necessarily. She's abusing you. If she was playing you and Catherine off each other, she's playing everybody off each other. She wouldn't necessarily know it was you unless HR told her it was you. HR told me up front not to worry because her days in the office may be numbered because she might be getting a promotion. So they're promoting a problem. They promote problems, which would tell me, get out of this company, find a new job. This makes me so angry. Someone can act totally unprofessional, lazy, and outright abusive and get a promotion. Yeah, it's called promoting the problem. Happens all the time because it's easier than disciplining them and firing them and having to deal with lawsuits and discrimination complaints and sexual and bogus sexual harassment complaints and who knows what, or a worker's comp or an injury that'll no doubt come up. So they just promote the problem. They keep promoting the problem. Either way, they say they're going to come up with a strategy to address her issues, which is giving me anxiety. They mentioned they may transfer me. Take the transfer. Take the transfer. This is a company so afraid. Oh, this is fucking this. You're dragging me back into a human resources fight where I would just yell at human resource managers and the vice president of human resources because it was always them who fucked up the companies. Always them. It was always their lack, their inability to face down toxicity, to face down bad employees, to face down bad managers. Just keep promoting the problem. Because things were getting so bad, I have started stroking her ego again, as much as it pains me, and immediately she started being extremely nice to me and not abusive. You're dealing with a child here. I just don't feel comfortable being fake like this, but I know in the meantime, until I find a new job, this is going to make things easier for me. I go above and beyond what is expected of me in my role, so it's not based on my performance. I get along great with everyone else in the office, and I have a great rapport with all the customers who come see me, and Catherine and see me and Catherine and have a chat. Manager is jealous of this, but not make an effort to get to know customers. I'm also not sure if this plays into her feelings, but she knows I have done some modeling before hiring me. I told her in the interview when she asked about my hobbies. Yeah, you're total competition to you. You're just total competition to her. The only reason I think she may be jealous is because she is quite a large woman. Not trying to be rude, but she openly says she's insecure about this and makes comments on my appearance, about how thin I am, etc. And has the same bleach blonde hair as me. She once referred to me as mini-me of hers. She also wears mini skirts and high heels and a full face of makeups, eyeliner, contour, red lipstick, and fake tan every day to our workplace, which is a dingy old shed. I'm not bashing girls who do this, but she's not interact with customers, so it seems like she's trying to attract attention. Right. Look. The job is just another high school cafeteria to the narcissistic woman. I'm telling you. That's it. To the narcissistic woman, a job is just another high school cafeteria, and that's exactly how they're just trying to get attention. Dick attention, insecurity, jealousy, backstabbing, just like a high school cafeteria. They never leave it. They never leave it. To me, it seems like she's wanting attention and angry. I was once a good source of supply, but suddenly backed off because she showed me her true colors. I'm looking for a new job, but I would like to hear your opinion on how to manage in the meantime. Thanks. Well, look. If it's already in human resources hands, okay, she doesn't have the power to fire you if there's a human resources department. So everything would have to go through human resources anyway. I would stop being nice to her personally. I would stop because there's not much. They know she's a problem. They're going to either transfer you or promote her. So don't eat your morals, just to get along when you don't need to. Okay, because right now, like I said, you're in a high school cafeteria, because the narcissistic woman, that's how she sees her job. She sees her job no differently than the high school cafeteria. So you can either suck up, which will get you nowhere, or realize everybody knows she's a fake, empty bitch, and they're trying to figure out how to get rid of her or transfer you. So don't. Because you only go to bed mad at yourself. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much, Claire, for your contribution and your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.